What's going on? Happy Sunday. Um, Sometimes I am conflicted, but I guess I'm not gonna take that back. I'm not conflicted, but I say often that like I've been cursed with like a John Hughes sensibility because I grew up, and I'm not the only one that grew up, but those of us who grew up in the '80s with John Hughes films, and I completely identified with a lot of that stuff. Everything from Some Kind of Wonderful to Breakfast Club to 16 Candles to Pretty in Pink, and then even Cameron Crowe, his first Say Anything. Those movies, Weird Science, those movies spoke to me, and I guess you would call, I think of it as like a John Hughes sensibility, but it's, I think it's a romanticism about life and love and stuff like that. And then in tandem, they had such great soundtracks. So with these stories and these images came this great music, which, you know, when I wasn't watching the films, I listened to and would identify with, and I still do today. And then, those discovering those musicians took me on a path to discover other musicians, from like the Mighty Lemon Drops to Generation X, the Smiths, and anyway, JFA, all these, I don't know if they're obscure or not, but you know, alternative type music, and new wave and new order and Joy Division and blah 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 blah, and so grateful for that. But there's times where I'm like, I just want to be this insensitive, guy, but I don't. I don't know what that would be like. I mean, I think is what's kind of like ignorance is bliss, because if you're just super insensitive and you're stepping on people's toes and have no concern and maybe no consciousness of that, then of course it's blissful. You don't have any idea that you're being, however you want to interpret that, like conscious of that, or maybe you're just super selfish. I mean, if there's a specific intention of just like I'm selfish and I don't care, then there's like some accountability maybe there. But I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, I have been that guy in different areas of my life. Don't get me wrong. I'm not this super fuck. Believe me, I'm plenty flawed, and I've been super selfish, but also cursed with like super awareness, and beating myself up about my own selfishness. Anyway, that's off subject, but I don't know if it's always so. Yeah, John Hughes sensibility is what I think about. Sometimes I feel like I've been cursed or blessed with that. He was just the romanticism of being that age, and I still feel in a lot of ways that clueless as that emerging teenager who is trying to find his way in the world, or in the universe. I don't know, man. Weird. Introspective Sunday. Actually, it's just this. It's like this every day up here. This thing doesn't stop, for better or for worse. That's why I have to. I get to do all these other things to try to calm myself and be at peace in the world and be in this moment, because I'll live 20 years, 30 years ago and think about that one thing I could have done which would have changed everything, and then I'm there for, I'm wasting my whole day, or in fantasy, if it would have went that way, and then I would be in this house with this person, and who knows. I'm right here, I'm right now, and I can reflect on those times and get nostalgic and smile and inform my future. Don't regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. And that's as far as like 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago, a month ago. Proud of who I am and whatever. Like I get to own who I am today. The more in conflict I am with who I am right at this moment, the less I'm not in acceptance of that, and it makes my present moment so miserable. And I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I'd like to think I'm pretty conscious, but who knows? That's, I guess, for you to judge. Have a great Sunday. Peace.